Have you ever found yourself suspended in that restless space? You harbor a grand vision. You ache for success and conjure images of a life transformed. Yet, when the moment demands action, you falter, you linger, you whisper that seductive word. Tomorrow. If you've ever been haunted by a spirit that is simultaneously ambitious and idle, this story is for you. It may very well shift the way you perceive your existence forever. Once, in a quiet village nestled between rolling emerald fields and ancient, towering trees, there lived a young man named Amir at 25. Amir was the picture of vitality, robust, healthy, and brimming with aspiration. He was fond of gathering his friends to declare, "One day, I shall be the preeminent farmer of this land. My fields will shimmer like gold under the harvest sun. Men will seek my counsel, and my name will be synonymous with respect." The villagers admired his lofty goals, yet they noticed a glaring flaw. Amir was governed by lethargy. When the first light of dawn called the other farmers to the soil, Amir remained cloistered in bed, while the men labored under the unforgiving heat of the midday sun. Amir reclined in the shadows, weaving tapestries of words about his future glory. When the women hauled heavy vessels of water from the well, Amir would simply wave them off, muttering, "I shall attend to it later." He was a man of monumental plans, but infinitesimal action. He was in love with the idea of success, but he loathed the grueling discipline that success demands. One evening, Amir's uncle, a man whose wisdom was etched into the deep lines of his face, came to visit. He looked out over Amir's fallow land. Though the soil was rich and dark, it bore nothing but dust. "Amir, my son," the old man began, "why does your land lie barren? You speak of golden harvests, yet I see only a thirsty, empty earth." Amir laughed it off. "Uncle, do not trouble yourself. I shall begin tomorrow. My fields will be the envy of the village. You have only to wait." The old man sighed. He had heard the promise of tomorrow 1,000 times before. Deciding that words were no longer enough, he reached into his pocket and produced 2 small satchels. "These are no ordinary seeds, Amir," his uncle whispered, handing them over. "They are mirrors of the soul. The first is the seed of ambition. If you plant it and nourish it daily, it will grow into a magnificent tree, offering you fruit, shade, and boundless wealth. The second," he continued gravely, "is the seed of idleness. If you plant it, it will grow with terrifying speed, but it will choke your land with weeds. It will consume everything you value. Both seeds are now in your hands. The destiny of this field and your life depends entirely on which one you choose to tend." Amir looked at the 2 seeds. "Naturally, I shall plant the seed of ambition," he thought. "I crave success." But when morning broke, a familiar heaviness settled over him. "I shall plant it tomorrow," he sighed. Days bled into weeks. Finally, driven by a hollow sense of boredom, he pressed both seeds into the dirt. "Let us see what becomes of them," he told himself. "I can always tend to them later." Amir forgot them entirely. He returned to his routine of sleep, idle gossip, and grand daydreaming. When he finally returned to the field weeks later, he stood frozen in shock. The seed of idleness had flourished with a vengeance. Tangled, thorny weeds carpeted the ground, suffocating the earth and the seed of ambition. It was a pathetic, withered sprout, gasping for life in the shadows of the thorns. to need water and care. Amir's dream was curdling into a nightmare. His uncle returned to find him standing amidst the ruins. Look closely, Amir. This field is your life. Ambition is a delicate thing. It requires vigilance, effort, and the sweat of your brow. Without labor, it perishes. But idleness is a parasite. It grows unbidden, spreading rapidly until it destroys everything in its path. You wished for greatness, but your lethargy has already begun to auction off your future. Amir collapsed to his knees. He reached out to touch the dying sprout of his ambition, and hot tears blurred his vision. For the first time, the truth pierced through his delusions. Dreams are not enough. Only action keeps them breathing. That night, sleep eluded him. He was haunted by the ghosts of wasted hours and the hollow echo of his own broken promises. If I do not change this instant, he whispered into the dark, laziness will own me forever. Before the sun could even crest the horizon the next morning, Amir was in the dirt. He tore at the weeds with his bare hands. It was grueling work. His back ached and his palms bled, but he did not falter. He watered the seed of ambition. He tended to it every single day without fail. Slowly, the sprout transformed into a sapling, and over the years, it grew into a legendary tree that provided abundance and shelter to all. Amir transformed as well. He was no longer the boy who talked. He was the man who did. He became known throughout the province as the farmer who went to war with his own nature, and won. A final thought Amir story is more than a fable about farming. It is a mirror held up to the human condition. Every one of us carries these two seeds within. Ambition thrives only when fed with the daily bread of discipline and effort. Idleness requires nothing to grow, yet it exacts the highest price, your dreams. If you find yourself caught between the two, remember Amir's field. Do not wait for a tomorrow that never arrives. Begin today. Nourish your ambition. Tear out the weeds of your excuses. The longer you wait, the quieter your dreams become.